What is up, guys, gals, and non-binary pals? My name's Naomi. Welcome to House of Miscellania. If you are joining me for the first time, welcome. If you are coming back to see me, thanks for coming back. If you haven't yet, consider hitting that subscribe button. So, you guys, I am coming at you today with a little something different. I talked about it a little bit in my last live and a project that I want to start. And I have everything picked out and I've decided what I want to do. And I want to get right into it. I would invite you, if you're interested, of course, to join me on my passion project. Maybe come up with some of your own or even one painting that would work for you. But let me just get right into it. The passion project that I've come up with actually was inspired a little bit by Lisette from Lisette Does Crafting. Hey, Lisette, I know you're not a subscriber, but you could be. That said, she's working on a project about light to dark, and then each of those has wings in it of some kind. And I was thinking, like, well, what would I want to do if I wanted to do a light to dark project? And I got to looking through my paintings. I'm like, oh, I could do this one. I could do this one. I thought, oh, that's really awesome. But I don't want to copy her same idea. I love the idea of a passion project, though. So this is what I came up with. As I was going light to dark, I got to thinking about other stages, things of that nature. And what I came up with is the stages of a woman. Now, every stage of a woman is the same in that it goes maiden, mother, and crone, right? Now, whatever your beliefs are, it doesn't really matter. That's just something that if you go back in history, that is what has been representative of the stages of a woman. Now, I wanted to narrow it even further from that, and I would like to do the stages of this woman, me, the stages of Naomi as a woman, right? Going from maiden, mother, and crone. Now, you see I have 4 paintings here in front of you. I will not be revealing what they are yet. I'm going to reveal them at each stage. But I did want to reveal at least the first one over here because this is what I have for my maiden stage. And I have to tell you, I did a lot of thinking about it. And while we're at it, I'm going to do an unboxing of this kit because I haven't unboxed it yet. And I want to go through it. I want to talk about why I've chosen it. But let's start out with the maiden phase. So we're going to move over to the table so I can get this unboxed. All right, welcome to the table. So I put down a sheet this time, you guys. I got tired of looking at the wood underneath. I've got a plan about that, but that's not what this video is about. That said, just in case you were like, wait, whoa, this looks different. It does look different. So the project that I'm doing from maiden, mother, and crone is going to follow kind of the steps and aspects of my life that each of those signify, right? So I wanted to pick a painting that followed those different aspects of my life. Now, we've kind of gone over how I'm entering kind of the crone stage of my life as my kids are moving away. I know I'm young to be talking about like crone stage, right? And it's a scary word for women, but I feel it signifies. And when I get to that painting, I think you'll see why I chose the one that I chose too. But I'm here to talk about my maiden stage. Now, if you're going to follow along, you could pick a painting that represents each stage of your life, or you could pick one painting that kind of represents the bulk of your life and why it signifies that to you. There are lots and lots of paintings out there that you can kind of connect with in whatever way you do. But I went for something with my Maiden stage that is very, I'm going to say right on the nose, okay? So the painting that I chose is Lunum Pythonissum from Diamond Art Club by Ennis Guerrero. Now, why did I pick this painting in particular? Well, I was known as the proto goth in the town that I live in, or like the first, right? Um, Goth people didn't really exist in the town that I moved to. I moved from a big city to a smaller town. Um, I just come out of a really weird period of my life when I was living in a bigger city, moving into a smaller town. I dressed very Victorian goth. I was obsessed with Cats the musical. I went on to actually make costumes for a few of the touring productions of Cats the musical and Lunum Pythonissima. Oh, bumped ya. I don't know if you can see, but she's got a little Maine Coon cat right here on her shoulder. It's a very dark piece. I was really in a dark place. But let me get this open and we can talk a little bit more about that. So I felt like I could almost go back to my childhood. It would be a different painting than this one is. But I felt like it would be a lot of kind of similarities to a later piece that I'm doing. So I decided that, and I didn't want to make this like a 6 or 7 painting process to go through each, I just wanted to hit the major points. And as a maiden, I think of that stage as like you're discovering kind of your sexuality, you're discovering your body, you're discovering your friend group, you're discovering your tastes in music, you're discovering all kinds of things. And this part of my life, I would say, was very dark. It was very dark in music. It was very kind of self-loathing almost. There was a sense of otherness, I feel like. And really felt like this painting, really Ennis's paintings generally, capture that very, very well. This is the very old toolkit. Now I can see it has some tweezers in it. It is a square painting, but really all you're getting is your pen, your squishy, a little plate of wax, a tiny baby tray, some baggies, and a comfort grip. And that is really it for these old toolkits. Not missing out on much there, so I don't need to go through it really. I'm assuming our color palette is going to be fairly neutral colors and dark. I'm ready for a lot of 310s, even if they were the bane of my existence on Try to Follow. We're going to give it another go. This is not the super, super soft flocked back that I'm used to because this is an older painting from Diamond Art Club. I got this out of a D-stash, but let's take a look at our color palette. Yeah, just like I thought. It's a lot of neutral tones and then dark colors. I wonder how many bags of 310 we're going to have. Looks like maybe only 4. That wouldn't be that bad. But yeah, a lot of neutral tones, kind of as I expected. And it is in square. We'll go through those in a minute. Let's see. Oh, this is the... Oh my gosh, everything is stuck. Oh no. Look at... Oh goodness. Well... Oh, ripping her head right off of her. Well, I'm not going to worry about that. As long as the stickers are intact. 24 colors. I don't know if I've ever done as few as 24 colors, especially in a 51 by 71. I'm not going to peel everything apart. Let's see if there's any good codes in here, though, we can use. Any good old codes? Nope, just the thank you 10. The how it works, anything on the back. All right, so I guess I will be using this one for my journal, so I'm going to set this aside. I guess I'm going to throw it on the floor over there. But yeah, just pretty much same stuff. I'm really bummed that it got, I don't know, maybe some dampness in there and it stuck. Oh well, it is what it is, no worries. But 24 colors for a 51 by 71. So let's see what this good girl here looks like. I was gonna say bad girl, but you know, listen, let's not cast aspersions. We don't know her like that. Oh, this is like an old version of the palette and the drill field. So, all right, let's take a look. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, okay. All right, so already I can tell you the parts that I really enjoy. Her necklace here, choker, is a cat collar. I 100% would wear that. Maybe not the duncy type cap that's on her head, but like honestly, if that wasn't there and I just look at the cat and I look at her and her long hair, I used to dye my hair so that it would be darker. I stopped doing that after a while. I love the fall kind of crispy, dry leaves in the back with the dead branches. It was very gothy, very me at that time. Man, look at that color blocking in the background, though. That's gonna be it's gonna be a quick workup, I have a feeling, just because of all the color blocking. But I'm actually really, as strange as this sounds, I'm really looking forward to this piece, because it's gonna allow me to take a part of that chapter and really tear it up, see what it's about, and see what, you know, what my life was just in an unpacking of it. And I'll probably honestly share this with my therapist once I'm done and talk to him about my stages. Might even bring this into a whip and chat and see what sort of what comes out of it. You know what I mean? From this stage of my life. So let us get into our 24 colors that we have. Like I said, not much. I don't see but one special. It's an AB 102. I don't know if that's a black or what that is. So we're going to take a look. I think it's going to be a black or a gray. All right. Sorry about the plastic sounds. Oh my gosh. These are like stuck to each other. All right. So let me unstick. Wow, it's like rolled into a sausage. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Yeah, there must have been some, uh-oh. Yeah, some dampness got into our bag. I'll be able to figure it out. It's only 24 colors. I'm not too worried about it. Okay, so we have 415, 898, 814, 102. Here's our AB, and it does look like a black AB, kind of that bug eye. Looks like a fly eye almost. Interesting. I don't mind it. I mean, depending on where it goes, we'll find out. All right, we've got 407, 433, 414, 413, 3772, 317, 3799, 451. I think it's 451. Uh-oh. 453. Looks like two of those. 3860. Two of those. 3371. We've got, looks like two of those. And 452, we have two of those. Ooh, that's going to make that difficult. All right, 318, 632, 838, 3861. We've got two of those. 779, 543, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. Woof. 938, and 1, 2, 3, 4 bags of 310s. And that is all, you guys. That's all the colors. But I want to take you up to the tabletop zone so we can take a closer look, and then we will see where those ABs go. But first, step aboard, House of Miscellania Airlines. Would you like a bag of peanuts? fainting, so totally understandable. I've got our AB here, 102, which again, it kind of looks like a fly eye or something. Just a black with rainbow colors over the top of it. And it looks like that's going to be the letter T, which is here around her eyes. It looks like, where else? Honestly, oh, and there's a moon in the background. There's a moon in the background. Now, technically, this moon is facing the wrong way to be for Maiden stage. It should be facing this direction for the waxing crescent. This is a waning crescent. This would technically be Crone stage, but here's the way I look at this. And maybe I'm reading too far into it. I tend to do that. That's just the way I am. But this kind of, to me, is sort of like the way that our age always hangs over us when we're younger. Like, we fear age. We fear that getting older, that growing up. And so, you know, to have this waxing crescent, no, waning crescent behind her, it kind of, to me, is like that age over her shoulder. And for me, honestly, I was always old. I've been old as long as I can remember. I raised up my younger sibling. I grew up very, very quickly. I had to, for personal reasons. And so, you know, I always had this elder person inside of me looming, right? And it really fits. So interesting find there. Honestly, I'm not finding any other places besides her eyes for those diamonds. And if I'm being honest with you, I don't think I would like them there. I just don't think it fits with the piece to have just her eyes be all glittery, you know. I would use maybe a pearlescent there or something, but I'm not going to use these at all. I'm going to save these. I don't think that they fit with the piece, so we're going to ditch these ones and forget about those. They just don't fit. I don't see anywhere else. The only other place I would say would be like in the cat's eyes, but again, the cat's eyes are a very neutral color, as you can see, so there wouldn't be a point to putting an AB in here really anywhere. So I'm just going to use black for those eyes. I think it will look better, honestly. I see no other spots. None. So we're going to skip the AB for this one. But I honestly can't wait to get started on this piece. I'm going to kit her up ASAP and start working on her as soon as I can. The fact that she's also crying, like what teenage girl in her maiden phase is not crying all of the time? We hate our face. We hate our life. We hate everything about ourselves. We think that everything that everyone else has is better. You know what I mean? Like this is very representative of me in this like gothy phase in my youth. So this is gonna be my maiden piece. And once I have finished with this piece and we move on to Mother, I will go into why I chose it, what I chose, unbox it, everything. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more diamond painting content from me, and hit me up in the comments. Do you want to join me on my passion project? If so, let me know what kind of pieces you're thinking about. Are you going to do 4? It's going to be Maiden, Mother, Crone, and then there's the one that ties it all together. I'm going to do 4. But let me know. Are you maybe going to do Maiden, Mother, Crone? Are you just going to do 1? I'd love to hear from you. As ever, you guys, I hope that wherever you are in this great, big, beautiful world, that you are having a wonderful morning, evening, or afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are. I'll see you next time, you guys. Bye bye.